Hi, my name's Madeleine Chaplin and I was one of 2 planners in Team 4. In this video, I will be reflecting upon my role as a planner and the way we conducted our primary research. I have also taken the time to do some academic research to see how it fits or contradicts my experience. Being that account planners are a relatively new role introduced in the industry, there isn't much study into their standard duties. Generally, planners are expected to design, execute, and interpret consumer research. As Hackley in 2003 explains, something that has been regularly debated is their duty to develop the consumer insights and ensure it is communicated throughout the creative advertising process. What is well known in academic literature regarding the planner's role is their responsibility to investigate consumer cognitive response, the consumer decision-making process, and consumer behaviours and attitudes. The consumer insight is usually recognised as a part of the creative role until recent times. Comparing this to my practical experience as an account planner, I can say this certainly aligns with the research. The team found it difficult to associate and even accept that the consumer insight came mainly from the planner. I found the creatives and account manager were developing their own insights, without much consideration for the insights researched. We really had to push to ensure our information was incorporated, as myself and my partner felt it was really important in the campaign. Account planners, in a way, are a part of the advertising creative process. It is our duty to fully immerse ourselves in the consumer mindset. My partner and myself decided qualitative research was the most appropriate style, because as Milena, Dainora, and Alan in 2008 concluded, that methods by this research are more effective for discovering motivations, perceptions, and behaviours. The execution of collecting primary research was done through in-depth interviews. As Kelley and Jugenheimer in 2014 state, in-depth interviews give deeper insights and richer data. This method was again supported by Milena, Dainora, and Alan, and go on to say personal interviews are especially necessary when investigating sensitive topics, for which participants may not feel as comfortable discussing their feelings in a group setting. Therefore, I think our decision to conduct in-depth interviews rather than focus groups were correct, as we needed to get to the core of customer motivations and perceptions towards skincare, and from this, decide what we can do to make this work for the client. As my role as a planner unfolded and we were structuring the research proposal, I realised that skincare is a sensitive topic for women, as we would be asking about their history of skincare, their current routine, and their feelings and attitudes towards various products and brands. I recently watched an episode of The Gruen Transfer discussing skincare, and freelance copywriter and panellist Jane Caro had a really interesting point to make. She said, "The advertising of skincare is selling the insecurity women have about how they look, and the growing insecurity of how they look as they age. Considering this, I wanted participants to feel as comfortable as they could sharing their feelings. So we interviewed almost all the participants in their home to diminish the feeling of an artificial environment, as well as it's also the place where the skincare naturally happens." Academic text by Jugenheimer in 2015 says that one in-depth interview is worth 4 to 6 respondents within a focus group setting. Therefore, 2 or 3 interviews would be equal to 1 focus group. We conducted 25 in-depth interviews, then used 15 for the actual campaign when we decided what target market would fit best. I think from the amount of research we conducted, our team got back very rich data that was really useful for the campaign. However, if we were to do it again, I would have done more than just interviews. Kelley and Jugenheimer in texts from 2014 and 2015 suggest that the most effective research design incorporate a multitude of methods. By this research, ethnography would have complemented the in-depth interviews and given unfiltered insights that we couldn't get with the interviews. If we had more time and resources, I feel we could have produced better quality results. Ultimately, I think I've fulfilled my role as an account planner to the best of my ability, and my experience has generally aligned with the academic text regarding how to undertake a planner role. Being an account planner was a challenging and exciting role for me, as I feel like it was the most intense primary research I've had to conduct over my advertising major.